Hello,
Hi, how are you today?
I'm so great. I'm doing well. Thank you very much. How about you?
I'm good, thanks. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, I'm Ömer from Turkey. I'm from Turkey and I live in Adana. I'm 29 years old and I'm a mechanical engineer.
Cool, it's nice to meet you. I'm Tris and I'm also 29. I'm from South Africa and I'm a kindergarten teacher. So, yeah. Did you want to have free conversation today or did you want to do the lesson plan?
Yeah, maybe it's going to be a free conversation for us, between us.
Okay, cool, yeah. I'm going to close the lesson plan then. So, how long have you studied on Cambly for?
Actually, I'm new. I'm new, Cambly, but I've decided to learn English for almost 1.5 years ago. And in that time, I took a lot of private lessons from many teachers,
Mm-hmm.
and then I gave up. I gave up to take a private lesson from any teacher, and I create an Instagram account, and I don't follow even my wife account and my family's account. I only follow teachers teachers
Okay.
accounts and English pages, and that's why I learned a lot of things
Mm-hmm.
from this page, and I learned a lot of phrasal verb, a lot of daily words, new words, and then I try to speak practice with everyone around me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you like approach people in your city, like foreigners? Did you
Sorry,
approach
excuse me.
No, that's fine. Did you approach foreigners in your city or do your friends and family speak English?
Actually, there is no one around me that who can speak English with me, but only
Okay.
only online English, online
Okay, I
friends.
see.
Yeah,
Nice. Okay, so did you just try to make friends on social media and practice
yeah,
English with them? Okay, nice. So why did you choose to study on Cambly then?
yeah. Because I wanted to meet, I wanted to meet new teachers like you, from different accents.
Mm-mm.
Also British, also South African, also American, also Canada, also Australian.
Okay, interesting. What is an accent that you find difficult to understand?
Difficult, exactly, British accent, because
British? Okay.
they speak so fast.
Yeah, and I guess their vowel sounds are very rounded and they don't really pronounce R's. It's the same with South Africans. Since I became a teacher, I think I've tried to change the way that I pronounce things so I can speak more like either American or British pronunciation. Because I used to teach in Asia and they prefer American pronunciation. So I learned how to just make some small changes. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Also, I prefer to American accent because nowadays we watch a lot of movies on
Mm-hmm.
Netflix or HBO Max, American movies or series. Yeah,
Yeah.
because of we are we are getting used to learn American accent.
Yeah, it's easier to follow, and you're right. There's so much content coming from America, like our social
Exactly.
media. Like even in South Africa, we have a very big American influence on our media and our TV shows growing up. Even though we learn British English, I think a lot of our influence is more American than British. Yeah, okay. How many tutors have you spoken to on Cambly?
How many tutors? Maybe 5 or 6.
Okay, and where were they from?
One of them. One of them is from Australia and South Africa also, and the others from America.
Okay, interesting. Do you think that South Africans sound British or Australian?
No, I think South African accent looks like an American accent.
Really? That is
Yeah,
so surprising. You are the first person to say this. Yeah. I think your English capabilities are pretty good for 1 year.
yeah, really.
Yeah.
Actually, actually, I was going to ask you these questions. What do you think about my English? What's your opinion?
Yeah. No, for 1 year, I think it's really good. You've done a really good job. Yeah. Do you feel like you can show emotion in English?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, that's really cool. Yeah, I think for me, it's still difficult to show my emotion or show my personality in Vietnamese or in another language that I can speak. But yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
cool.
I
You should
can,
be
I
proud
can,
of
I can.
yourself.
Yeah, I can feel every emotions in English. Yeah.
Okay, nice. And how do you think like your listening, reading, and writing skills are?
Actually, all of them is great. All of them is great, but actually, I know all of the grammar rules. I've completed even B2 grammar rules, but
Mhm.
sometimes, speaking is different from others.
Yeah.
Yeah, from time to time, when I try to speak, when I try to practice English, I feel like I'm a B1 level still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think there's such like a heavy emphasis, or it's people put too much importance on levels. Like, I understand that maybe if you're applying for a job or applying for university, you need certain levels. But in my experience, I think a lot of students put way too much pressure on themselves. Like, there are also so many different grading systems, so many different levels, and it's difficult to keep up with it. For me as a teacher, I want to see my students confident, understanding everything. And that's like the most important. I don't care about a level, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
care about
being
a grade.
actually,
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with you. Being understandable is the most important thing
Yeah.
in
And
English.
like we don't need to have such complex language. Having simple phrases and knowing how to explain what you want to explain is so much more important than sounding super intelligent or to have the highest proficiency in English, at least in my opinion. I always say to my students, keep it simple, simple and effective. That's it.